Now, the Christed ones represent the next step in ego evolution, the so-called fifth element. This is why the number 5 is often associated with them, and for that matter with God. The popes and bishops wear the pentagonal headdress. Jesus had 5 original disciples and broke the 5 loaves, etc. It is also the reason why in occultism the 5-pointed pentagram is so revered. We see the magician standing in a pentacle or wearing it about his neck. Students of art may be familiar with the drawings coming out of the medieval and Renaissance period, especially those by Agrippa, Vitruvius, and Leonardo da Vinci, which depict the Adam Ka Admon, the Anthropos, standing in the shape of the 5-pointed star. These depictions hearken to a future state of consciousness, the quintessence. The technocrats of today, as well as other more elusive personages, are also obsessed with this development and incorporate the 5 symbol into their creations. There are those who are of the opinion that this quintessential stage of consciousness is something that can be artificially induced or reached by human effort and by technology. And this is not merely a modern concept, but has been on the minds of the world controllers and their agents for many an age. Those who fund and control the sciences seem to have convinced themselves that by means of technology, carbon life forms can be advanced to that stage. These theorists, these founders of the technotronic age, see man as a machine. They dream of the organic computer and of the post-human world, where cybermen, androids, robotoids replace the problematic human being. They have chosen the sacred symbol of the pentagram to represent their cybernetic new world order. These hierarchs have spent billions on these various nefarious necromantic experiments, and many think tanks and technical corporations such as Sun, Microsoft, Apple, NEC, MIT, CIT, SRI, NASA, the Hoover Institute, the Pentagon, Laurel, Genentech, and many others are well-financed fronts for this kind of research. However, one cannot artificially evolve. It is the universal intelligence which decides the development and fate of its creations. The human ego cannot of its own nature comprehend the repercussions of its incessant meddling. No amount of physical tinkering can induce the 5th stage. A great deal of science fiction has this great issue as its theme. But relative to our work on this site, we can emphasize that the tarot and the high arts of divination contain the secrets for the attainment of the 5th dimension of consciousness. They enable us to perceive nature directly and know reality as it is. They are the tools by which we cleanse the inner house of consciousness so that we might apprehend the inner and outer realities as they truly are. The toxic heart and mind can see only a distorted form of reality, a reality as toxic and depraved as the mind which perceives it. The hygienic and realized man is depicted on the first card of the tarot. He is the true magician who understands that the pentagram represents the organic process towards self-realization and not the technological one.